Hi, I'm Nico and welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, then I make videos about living and traveling here in China. Now, since moving here, I've noticed that the Chinese are really good at some unusual things. Now, obviously the Chinese people are very good at a lot of things. I mean, just look at the recent Olympics, for instance. They scooped up a fair few medals. But I'm talking about the interesting everyday things that I've noticed since being here. So if you haven't guessed it already, I'm from the UK. Let me tell you a few things that the British people are good at so you can get a taste of what this video is going to be like. For instance, one thing the British people are very good at is saying sorry. Even if you walk into someone and it's your fault, they will probably apologise to you.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. Sorry.
We are also really good at talking about the weather. You might have noticed in quite a few of my videos, I often talk about the weather. But to be fair, it does always rain wherever we go. Oh man. Got up at 5 AM. And it's absolutely down.
This is just awful. It's like the worst day ever. Just really disappointed.
We are also really good at responding to a crisis with a cup of tea. No matter what happens to you, whether it's good or bad, a cup of tea will be offered to solve the problem.
I have got the best news.
Oh, let's celebrate with a cup of tea.
My dog's died.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come in, let's have a cup of tea. Which brings me quite nicely onto my first point. We may be really good at offering a cup of tea, but the Chinese people are great at pointing out that you should drink more hot water. Hot water cures all ailments here in China, even on a piping hot summer's day. You can find hot water in lots of places. You often get offered it at restaurants, but there's also machines in airports and train stations, so you'll never be without hot water. It is the go-to drink for Chinese people. But obviously, there is more to it than that. The Chinese believe that hot water offers medicinal effects. It helps with your digestion, releases toxins, and circulates the blood. I thought getting offered hot water was a little bit different at first, but after living here for a little while, I've realised that nothing beats a cup of hot water, especially in the Beijing winter. That's enough about beverages. Let's talk about food. You know, this is one of my favourite topics, and everywhere I've travelled to in China, I've seen what the Chinese people do best, and that's food. I've tried lots of amazing local delicacies and also witnessed some incredible culinary skills. From dancing noodles to sugar art. I even hear to pass the test in China's top cooking schools, you need to have some incredible knife skills. In restaurants, the chef skills aren't the only impressive thing. So is the way that customers get the staff's attention. When I first came here, I would hear hollers across the restaurant of, "Fu Yuan! Fu Yuan!" What is going on? But when I tried to get their attention, Ni hao? Ni hao? Nothing happened. Then I realised that this was the key. The only way to get staff's attention in restaurants is to shout, "Fu Yuan!" which means wait staff. The Chinese people are really good at this, but as a British person, I was a little bit embarrassed at first. But then I realised nobody cares. Another thing that you'll see in restaurants are brawls. Now, I'm not talking about drunken fights, although I do imagine in some cases, quite a lot of baijiu probably has been consumed. No, these aren't angry fights. These are fights to pay the bill. In China, there's a really strong hosting culture, and so they believe that they should pay for the bill. I've seen some pretty extreme fights in restaurants. It's quite the display. After lunch comes one of the most important things to Chinese people, and that is a lunchtime nap. The Chinese people have this on lockdown and they can pretty much nap anywhere. If you work in an office here in China, you will notice that most of the employees have a lunchtime desk nap, which I'm partial to every now and again. But it's not just at their desk. I've seen some incredible napping skills. People can literally nap anywhere. I've seen people balancing on their scooter, in a restaurant, in a shady spot on the street, even in IKEA. I wish I could nap anywhere. That is an impressive skill. Another thing that the Chinese people excel at is taking photographs. The photography game here is insane. Literally everyone has the best phone or camera and these apps that make you look flawless. They know the best angles, they always take multiple shots, and they've mastered the group pose. People here get pretty dressed up for everyday shoots, but for their wedding photos, it's a whole other level. It's really quite impressive. Even the aunties know how it's done. Speaking of aunties, the older generation here is quite inspiring. Now, I've seen some good kung fu and tai chi moves, but what I didn't realize is how good people are at dancing. Everybody loves it. You will see dance troupes all over the place. Sometimes they are following a leader, sometimes they are ballroom dancing, and sometimes they have costumes. It's just so nice. People go to the park or a square, set up their music, and dance together. Like I said, it's usually the older generation, which I think is great. I hope that when I retire, wherever I am in the world, I can start my own dance troupe to have fun and stay healthy. But it's not just dancing in the park. You know that the Chinese invented TikTok? Well, Douyin it's called here, and started the short video craze. I see so many funny, original, crazy, unbelievable videos that just blow my mind. Now this next one, I thought I just about mastered. I spent weeks after I first arrived trying to get those feet both on the ground, only to dislocate my knee and probably never be able to do it again. I am of course talking about the squat. Squat toilets are everywhere here, so naturally people are going to be better at squatting. But it's not just on the toilet. People use it as a way to rest. If there isn't a chair, then people will just pop a squat. Obviously, I'm pretty envious of this, as Muggins over here has to always stand. Since moving to China, I've been so impressed by how fast things are built here. I've never seen anything like it. And if you've visited China and seen its incredible megacities that have popped up in the last few decades, then I bet you agree. And it's not just building from scratch. If a shop closes down, it will literally reopen in a matter of days, completely refurbished. The Chinese people know how to get things done. So there you have it. As you can see, the Chinese people are really good at a lot of things. I would argue they are a bit more useful than being able to say you're sorry or talk about the weather. Leave me a comment below and let me know, what is your country known for? What are you really good at? As always, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.